Hey guys, thanks for joining me inside the Tundra here. This is a 2015, and in this video we're going to talk about upgrading your interior lights to new high-powered LEDs, specifically the Crystal Lens 194s from GTR Lighting. This is a brand new product for 2015. It's a really cool, low profile but super bright LED bulb with some interesting character traits I think you're really going to like and are going to fit the Tundra really well. So this video is specifically for the 14, 15, and 16 Tundra. We're going to do the front map lights, the rear dome lights. We're going to do the vanity lights on the drop-down mirrors, and we're even going to do the courtesy light under the driver's side dashboard. Welcome to the 2014 and up Toyota Tundra Lighting video series. My name is Chris, and this is Headlight Revolution. So whether you want more light, or you want to change the color of the light, or you just like the idea of having LEDs on the inside of your truck, there's actually a lot of good reasons for doing it. If you want to be able to see more when you open your doors at night, or you want a really cool like wow factor when somebody gets in and they're like, you know, you open the door and it's just extremely bright. That's what we're going to get from doing these GTR Lighting brand LED light bulbs. And also, if you want to change the color, LED is really a good way to do that. So these kits that we have for sale for the 2015 Tundra Interior are available in your normal white color, but you can also get them in yellow, red, blue, and green, and all kinds of different colors. So you got a lot of options if you're going for a style change too. You could make your interior really fun and unique just by changing the color of the lights when you open the doors. So really inexpensive way to make your truck unique and custom and different than what everybody else is that is in your area. So we're going to start with the front map lights, and we're going to do the vanity lights, then we'll hop in the back and do the dome lights. And really all you need for this entire project is a pry tool to get these lenses off. What we're going to use is this metal trim tool from Joey's Tools. I believe you can get these at facebook.com/Joey's Tools. They're really a cool product. So on the front map light cover, there's a little indentation on the forward leading edge of this lens, and that's where we're going to pry first. Put your trim tool in and just give it some pressure and kind of work around it, and the whole thing pops out. Now this piece goes in first when we reassemble this, so make sure that you can remember how this goes. So I'm just going to set that down. Probably the best way to get these front map lights out is to use your pry tool and first take off the plastic portion. And then with this particular pry tool with a large, broad, flat blade, you can actually use it to pry the bulb out. That's a really easy way to do it without having to remove the metal reflector. Once you get the original light bulb out, it's time to put your new LED bulb in. And I want to show you what this looks like here. This is the Crystal Lens T10 bulb from GTR Lighting. It's also called the Crystal Lens 194. T10 and 194 are kind of interchangeable in referencing this style of LED bulb. You can see it has a single forward-facing high-power LED buried inside that faces straight out, but then in front of it is this semi-clear diffuser, and that's where it gets the name the Crystal Lens bulb. And below the diffuser, you see the aluminum portion where the LED is actually mounted. That acts as a heat sink, because these are very powerful bulbs, and any high power LED will create a significant amount of heat. So we have to dissipate it in this way. If you look at the back side, you can see the wedge shape is very similar as the original light bulb. And in fact, they look similar because the new LED product is designed to fit in the same socket as the original incandescent light bulb. So you take your original incandescent filament bulb out and you pop your new LED bulb in, and we should be good to go. After you get all the parts put back together and the lens in place, you can see that the light distribution is actually larger inside this housing, and that's largely due to the style of diffuser over the LED bulb. If you do a different type that only has one LED without a diffuser, or lights all the way around, you know, it's gonna look a little bit differently. I really like the way these ones work. You know, we tried a few different styles before selecting this one to actually show you and put in our interior kit. So I think we got a really good product for the interior of the truck. It's not too directional, you know, that you just have a little dot. The entire fixture looks like it's illuminated, and it's not so big that it hits the lens. That's a really common problem with some of the more high power LED 194s. So I think this is a really perfect fit for the new Tundra interior. You can see, works the same as it used to, just way brighter with a better color. Now, if you wanted to do blue here or red here, you could do that too. Now, if your Tundra comes with the vanity mirror option with two lights on either side, this is a straightforward, very easy install. Take your trim tool and pop the lens off. There's actually a recess right at the bottom to get this part loose. And you can see your light bulb sitting right there. It's probably a good idea to turn the light bulb off by closing the mirror and then removing the bulb again with your pry tool. The product that we're going to replace it with is the GTR Lighting 3 LED 29mm festoon bulb. This product is specifically designed for vanity lights in mirrors like this, and you can see that it's almost an exact replica of the original bulb. Now you can see that the original glass festoon bulb emits light all the way around, and the new LED festoon bulb only emits light in one direction. So when you put it in there, you want to make sure that you have the LEDs facing out. The bulb goes in just like how the other one came out. And if you put it in wrong the first time, no worries. Pop it out and flip it around and you will be good to go. Now you can see a pretty stark difference here in the light output and color style of the original bulb to the new LED bulb from GTR Lighting. When ordering your interior LED light bulb upgrade kit from Headlight Revolution, you want to make sure that if you have the vanity light feature, you select the vanity lights option. But it is optional. You don't have to get the vanity lights with our LED interior light bulb kit. These rear overhead lights are called your dome lights. And to take this fixture apart, it's quite simple. You start at the front of the fixture and insert your pry tool very carefully between this outer plastic trim ring and the clear plastic lens. And you should be able to kind of slide it around and loosen everything up. It has clips all the way around the edge. And when this comes down, you're also going to get the reflector down at the same time. So that's supposed to happen. Now that the bulbs are exposed, you want to turn them off so that they can cool down. So I'm going to go up front and turn the interior light switch to the off position. After you've given the bulbs a couple minutes to cool off so they aren't hot and burn your fingers, the thing I want to point out is don't use a metal tool like a trim tool or a pair of pliers or a screwdriver to take this off, because if the lights are on and these pins have power, if you touch everything together at the same time with a piece of metal, which would be really easy to do, you're going to short it out and pop a fuse. So just avoid that by using your fingers or a plastic tool of some kind. You should be able to just reach up there and pull the bulb out. Now that I've removed the two original bulbs, I turn the power back on, and now we can plug the new LEDs in and make sure they work. Like I said before, with LEDs, it's really easy to change the color if you want to customize the style of the interior of your truck. So these crystal lens 194s in the back, I'm doing blue just to show you how easy it is to change the color of your interior lights. But you can do these in red or green or yellow or any color that you really want. Now, if you want something a little more practical than blue overhead lights, or you don't really care for that sort of a style, Most people just do white. It's going to be your brightest option and the most functional for seeing what you're doing in the dark. If the bulbs plug in but they don't turn on, chances are your wires need to be adjusted a little bit so they make contact with the socket in the dome light housing. When you're ready to put the housing back together and you've picked out what color bulb you want, you have to put the reflector back on first, because the body of these LED bulbs is a little bit bigger than the original incandescent bulbs. If you don't have the reflector on first, you're not going to be able to get it back on over these bulbs. Once the bulbs and the reflectors are in place, make sure to put your plastic cover back on the right way. You see these two clamps at the back. They actually go up and then on top of the headliner to clamp everything in place. So you have to get them sitting just right so it doesn't push down like that. You got to get it up above the headliner. It's kind of tricky. You just got to do it a few times to get the feel of it. And then everything pops in place just like the original lights did. Now you have brighter, whiter lights in the back of your cab. The last bulb to replace in our 2015 Tundra Interior Light Kit is the single T5 light bulb on the driver's side under the dash. It's located right above the e-brake. Push the e-brake down, pull the old light bulb out, and put the new one in. Now, we tried a few different types of bulbs that are this style. It's called a T5, but not just any T5 will fit this location. It has to be a super small, low profile LED bulb. What we found that works is the GTR Lighting single LED T5, and that is what we send with in this interior kit. You can see it has a very small plastic base with two pins coming out of it, and then on the front it has one forward-facing LED. This is the only bulb of this style that we found that actually fits this application. To get the old bulb out, you push the e-brake down to get some clearance, and on the back side of the dash you can actually twist the socket for the bulb out and pull the bulb, and it comes out the bottom. Simply take the bulb out, put the new bulb in, and replace the bulb in the dash. Now, we did red down here just for the fun of it, but of course you can do white, which will be way brighter than the original bulb, or blue or yellow or whatever choice of colors you want. So the interior light upgrade going from incandescent filament bulbs to LED is pretty simple. There are a lot of little parts involved, but nothing's very difficult. Anybody can really do it with some basic hand tools. Of course, if you get into this project and you want help on why yours isn't working right, give us a call or send us an email. You can contact us at www.headlightrevolution.com. And if you want the interior LED light kit for your 15 Tundra, check the link to the product directly at our website below in the video description. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more Tundra videos for your 14, 15, or 16 truck, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss what we come out with next. Thanks for watching. You know, light bulbs, it's not just about the light. It's about the drive. You know, it's not just about wringing your hands of the past and embracing the future. It's about style and commitment. Light bulbs, it's not just about the light.